have one of those days when life is great, the sun is shining, and everything's going your way. That day, I was the first person in Disneyland Park. I had my camera and was planning to take lots of pictures to show off to my friends. You'll never believe it, but I was there before anyone else. It was amazing. I did so many cool things and there's so much to tell you about. I got Mickey and Minnie in my first picture. Not bad, eh? Then Chip and Dale showed up. The two rascals insisted on taking my picture. Sure, guys, no problem. Cheese. I thought it seemed a little fishy when they scampered away with my camera. Like they didn't want to give it back to me. So Mickey, Minnie and I took off after them. We jumped on the fire truck. The day was getting off to a promising start. We went up Main Street, USA in pursuit of the two pranksters and arrived at the Sleeping Beauty Castle. But we had lost all trace of Chip and Dale. Then Minnie saw something, and on her advice, I rushed over to Frontierland. Hey, Minnie, you're great. It was none other than Goofy himself, who was standing in front of the entrance to Frontierland. As for me, I felt like an intrepid cowboy tracking down a couple of outlaws. Goofy tried to be a fearless, tough-minded sheriff, but he was even afraid of his shadow. Still, he caught up with them in the end. And what were they doing? Taking tons of pictures of my camera. Good old Goofy even snatched my camera away from them. Well, not for very long, but hey, it was a good try. Further on, I found myself in Indian territory, still trying to track down Chip and Dale. And that's where I met Pocahontas, the Indian who goes wherever the wind takes her. Then I remembered Grandmother Willow's advice. Listen to the wind. It'll tell you where to go. A magic leaf. All I have to do is follow it and let myself be carried away with the wind. I was going to have to go it alone through the wilds of the far west. But guess who showed up to give me a helping hand? Donald Duck! Luckily, the magic continued to smile on us. And the magic leaf took us all the way to Big Thunder Mountain. Rattles you up. And you know what? We felt a little wobbly afterwards. But Donald soon collected his wits. He had lost track of Chip and Dale and my camera, and that drove him nuts. But the magic leaf suddenly reappeared to guide us here, the Thunder Mesa riverboat landing. We boarded the Mark Twain, and I pretended I was Tom Sawyer. It was a cool cruise and the scenery was awesome. And to think that I couldn't even take any pictures. That made me mad. Donald, however, concentrated on our mission. He took his role very seriously. Suddenly, Donald saw something and he got all excited. He had spotted the fugitives and he took off after them. The sneaky little devils had a good laugh at us, and then they made their getaway into the Chaparral Theatre. If only I could have called on Tarzan, but I think he and Jane were kind of busy. Donald was starting to give up. But even when everything seems lost, you should never lose hope. And for us, hope was the magic leaf that was our guide. We were able to take up the chase again to try and get my camera back. Chip and Dale's trail led us over to Phantom Manor. I have to say, the place gave me the creeps. That was precisely when Donald decided to sneak off and leave me high and dry. It's true that with the mists, the story of the family, and all those graves, it was kind of spooky, but also kind of exciting. Honestly though, I wasn't scared at all. Well, not really. Even if my imagination did play tricks on me. So anyway, I went in bravely all by myself. After all, I had to track down my camera. I saw Miss Ravenswood, the elusive bride, with her 999 ghosts.
Des fantômes sur vos fiers destriers.
Nah, I wasn't even scared. Well, they were a nice bunch of ghosts, but I needed some fresh air. Ah, my trusty magic leaf. Next, it led me over to Adventureland. The atmosphere here was like the Arabian Nights, and I felt like a genie. Ah, the Agrabah Bazaar, the mysteries of the Orient, 1001 Nights. Hey, it's Jafar, my camera! So I ventured into the bazaar and went scouting around for clues. Jasmine! They were sure to have an idea of how to get me out of this pickle. Yeah! Good one! I almost got to ride on a flying carpet. But I hadn't counted on that low-down Jafar. He messed everything up. It would take a miracle to find Chip and Dale in my camera. But further on, there was Baloo, straight out of the jungle. He told me to hurry up because guess who was waiting for me?